teenagers who murdered charity worker during 4-hour moped rampage face life in jail. A pair of teenagers who murdered a charity youth worker during a 4-hour moped mugging rampage are facing life behind bars. Nathan Gilmaney, 19, stole Abdul Samad's iPhone and stabbed him before fleeing on the scooter driven by Troy Thomas, then 17. Abdul, 28, had challenged the muggers when he was stabbed once in the chest with a 30-centimeter knife. He staggered the short distance to his family home, but collapsed at the door where his parents found him bleeding to death. He died later on the night of October 17 last year. In a 4-hour rampage, Gilmaney and Thomas sped around Maida Vale, Bayswater and Kilburn in West London robbing mobile phones, rings, wallets and other possessions. At the time of the killing, Thomas was on unconditional bail after stealing a motor vehicle several months earlier. Gilmaney was subject to a supervision requirement with a youth rehabilitation order after he was convicted of intent to supply cannabis, crack cocaine and heroin. Abdul's death left his mother feeling like a dead woman walking round her own home, and his girlfriend described the love of her life as the change we needed to see in the world. The Old Bailey's public gallery was packed with Abdul's family and friends as the two defendants were seen exchanging comments in the dock and said simply "yeah" when asked to confirm their identities. More than 140,000 people gather for Europe's largest Eid celebration. Gilmaney, in a green Gucci t-shirt adorned with wolves, smiled and casually chatted to Thomas, dressed in a Nike tracksuit, as the pair waited to hear their fate. After knifing Abdul, the pair fled on the moped and eventually turned into a dead end before they jumped off and Gilmaney was tackled to the ground. Thomas was later spotted by a police helicopter as he tried to hide beneath a 4x4 car. Gilmaney was found guilty of murder and had previously pleaded guilty to theft, 3 counts of attempted robbery, 4 counts of wounding with intent and 6 counts of robbery. Thomas was also found guilty of murder and 3 counts of wounding with intent, and 1 of wounding without intent today. He had previously pleaded guilty to theft, 3 counts of attempted robbery and 6 counts of robbery. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. The spate of robberies began at 10:30 p.m. on Sherlin Road, when they approached Nazmul Chowdhury and demanded he handed over his belongings. After spotting a knife he fled, but they chased him and mounted the pavement, and as he tried to board a bus to escape, Gilmaney stabbed him in the back. An hour later, on St. Mary's Terrace, Paddington, they attacked Venezuelan Ahimar Fierro Berbesi and his elderly aunt Anna Fierro Berbesi, who were sat outside their home. They threatened them with knives and stole jewelry and money, and allegedly stabbed Mr. Fierro Berbesi in the stomach, causing a small cut to his stomach. Almost seconds later, they confronted Mr. Samad in St. Mary's Terrace and he was seen to hand something over from his pocket. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. The pair rode off on the moped but soon went back to Abdul and shouted at him moments before the charity worker was stabbed once in the chest. Mum Layla Begun said, "There has not been a single moment that goes by without shedding tears." She describes herself without him as valueless and she does not know how she will cope without him long term. She would give anything to get Samad back. Sometimes at home she imagines that he will walk back and through the front door and it is just a bad dream. "I feel like Samad's death caused a hole in my heart and I often feel that I am a dead woman walking around my home." Girlfriend Sultana Ahmed said, "I had known him for 11 years, he had the most amazing personality, he was caring, kind, loving and everyone adored him." More, is there a more patriotic street in Britain than this one with 6,000 St. George's crosses? To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. I had seen Samad grow into an amazing human being. All Samad wanted to do was make his parents happy. His dad was his best friend. He kept telling me that sometimes he felt that everyone was too good to be true and everything was falling into place. Samad lived for his job of helping children. He was the change we needed to see in the world. Why someone would want to hurt him and snatch his life away she cannot understand. She describes living every day like a nightmare. He was and will be a significant part of my life. I have beautiful memories of Samad that I will cherish forever. After a 4-week trial, Gilmaney and Thomas were found to be in possession of stolen goods. Police also discovered the pair had sold Mr. Samad's iPhone for £60 during the course of the evening. Gilmaney, of Maida Vale, West London, admits manslaughter, 3 counts of attempted robbery, 6 counts of robbery, 4 counts of wounding with intent, and 1 count of theft. The teenager admits theft, 3 counts of attempted robbery and 6 counts of robbery, but denies 4 counts of wounding with intent. If you have a story for our news team, email us at webnews@metro.co.uk. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.